Hello and welcome. Our top story today is from the Sahel. Mali is grappling with a fuel crisis which has severely impacted the residents. The fuel crisis was triggered after the Al-Qaeda-linked terror group, the JNIM, set up roadblocks in the south and west of the country last month to disrupt trade and travel. As the blockade continues, the residents are struggling to find fuel. Now, hundreds of people have been forced to wait in seemingly endless lines outside gas stations. The blockade has also brought businesses to a standstill in the capital of Bamako.
This shortage is causing us considerable delays. The motorbike is today our work tool, and all our activities are linked to fuel. Our business has come to a standstill, and that has serious consequences.
From yesterday to today, I've had all the difficulties in the world. I had to push my motorbike from Jikoroni to Badalabugu, about 9 kilometers away, without any fuel.
The blockade imposed by the Al-Qaeda-linked terrorists has plunged the Malian capital into crisis. And here is why. Now, Mali is a landlocked country with no direct access to the sea. The country imports most of the products it needs by road from Senegal, Mauritania, and the Ivory Coast. This includes essential goods like hydrocarbons, fish, fruits, and vegetables. The JNIM terrorists have targeted this import setup in Mali. Terrorists have relentlessly attacked fuel tankers coming from neighboring Senegal and the Ivory Coast. In a report released last month, the Malian Petroleum Importers Association said over 100 tanker trucks had been burned and destroyed by JNIM terrorists. Reports suggest that some oil importers in Mali have started to use alternative ways of bringing fuel into the country in order to protect their staff and their businesses. Residents have called on the junta-led government to come to their rescue.
It is up to the government to play its full role and take action, to investigate whether petrol stations are running out of fuel and, in any case, to uncover the real reason for this shortage. That will help us.
In response to the blockade, the Malian army has started escorting some truck convoys on roads between Bamako and on borders with Senegal and the Ivory Coast. Recently, the army said it destroyed hideouts of the JNIM terrorists, responsible for a recent attack on a tanker convoy near the border with the Ivory Coast. Mali has battled a security crisis for over a decade, fueled by groups affiliated with Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State, as well as local criminal gangs. When the junta came to power after back-to-back coups in 2020 and 2021, it had vowed to improve security. But those promises have not been fulfilled. In fact, terrorist attacks have intensified in recent months. Earlier this year, Mali, along with its allies Niger and Burkina Faso, exited the West African regional bloc ECOWAS and formed their own bloc called the Alliance of Sahel States. Bonding over the anti-West sentiment, the three Sahel nations have turned away from traditional Western partners, especially the former colonial power France, and have strengthened ties with Russia for security support. However, even the presence of Russian mercenaries in Mali has not been able to effectively counter terrorist activities in the region. Mali is one of Africa's top gold producers, yet it is one of the least developed nations in the world, and its economy remains fragile. Nearly half of its population has been living below the national poverty line, and the ongoing terrorist blockade has further worsened the economic crisis in Mali.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.